No comment and no action tonight from Johnson City commissioners after a federal lawsuit named the city and the police chief.
Commissioners held their first public meeting since we broke the story about that federal lawsuit, and they met behind closed doors about the litigation earlier today. On June 23rd, a former special assistant U.S. attorney hired by Johnson City and the Johnson City Police Department sued the city and police chief Carl Turner. Cat Dahl claims she was fired in retaliation for pushing Chief Turner and the department to investigate a series of alleged serial rapes and sexual assaults tied to a single suspect identified only by the alias Robert Vaux.
That triggered tough criticism of Chief Turner, with a group calling for his suspension. Protesters gathered outside City Hall tonight while commissioners met in a closed-door meeting about the lawsuit before tonight's public meeting.
John Janko found out commissioners and the city manager continued to remain silent on the case, and no action was taken tonight. John?
That's right. Tonight, the city manager and the vice mayor of Johnson City both saying tonight's closed-door meeting about the lawsuit was for information purposes only, and they aren't able to comment on advice from their attorney. And they even shut down an attempt by a member of the public to talk about it. Kathy, any decision at the 4:30 meeting today?
No.
Any word on Chief Turner's status?
Can't comment pending litigation.
No comment tonight from Johnson City officials on the lawsuit against the city and police chief Carl Turner. Commissioners met earlier in the day discussing the lawsuit in a closed-door meeting.
No, it was just an informational meeting for us to know about what's going on with the lawsuit.
During their regular public meeting tonight, no mention of the lawsuit or the calls for Chief Turner's suspension until a citizen named Jeff Clark spoke up during public comment on an unrelated agenda item.
Our police department with our chief, who's
Mr. Carr,
That's
you're
not
here
on
to
our
talk
agenda,
about the asterisk ordinance. That's all.
well, yeah, no, I am. I'm talking about the fact that no one's going to feel safe with a chief who denies rape.
Yeah, that is, we appreciate you being here, but
Sit down.
that's going to have to be the last of the discussion on that.
We have been advised by our attorney, because we have a pending lawsuit, that we should not speak about this.
Notices about disrupting meetings posted had several inside with tape on their mouth, frustrated with their inability to speak. Outside the meeting, more gathered, calling on the city to host a town hall amid a third-party investigation into the lawsuit's claims.
They should give us a seat at the table and give us a chance to speak, because a lot of us knew about this guy.
They say the city's message tonight was clear.
They want us to be silent. They don't want us to be here. You know, it's a culture of sweeping things under the rug.
Two commissioners told the audience anyone with questions could email or call them. That's when a protest leader said that's not been the case.
My calls and emails weren't returned, but don't listen to them, they're lying to you.
Yeah.
We'll be outside waiting to talk to you.
That contact information is on the city's website, but no city leaders came out to talk with protesters after the meeting. However, protesters say this is only the beginning of their push against the police department.
John, thanks. Now you can find all of our previous investigations, a story on this investigation, including an interview with a woman who says she was one of Robert Vaux's victims. You can find all of it on WJHL.com.